What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Legacy, and Incarnate form Thundurus is back in raids in Pokemon Go, and today I'm going to go over what I think are the top 10 counters for the raid. It's a electric flying type Pokemon. It's weak to only rock and ice types. Its fast moves are Astonish. What's the other electric fast move? Thunder Shock. And then the charge moves are Thunder Punch, Thunder Punch, Brink Break, and Crunch. So we're going to go over the top 10 and then see how they do against all three charge moves. Now, shout out to Pokebattler because I kind of go with Pokebattle and then put my own opinion on it because, sometimes I prefer a little tankier Pokemon, sometimes I prefer the glacier Pokemon. It just depends what moveset we're going up against. So that's how I make the list. Starting at number 10 is Tyrantrum. I actually don't have one of these yet. Or Tyrunt. I had to evolve it. It's a pretty good rock type. The dragon typing really helps it here against the Thunder Punch. Versus Brick Break is going to be weak to Brick Break. Crunch will be neutral damage, but helping it out against the, especially since it's Thundurus' stab move, it really shines here. That's why it snuck in there at number 10. Plus, it's a good looking Pokemon. I just love TRex, so we'll see. I need how much more candies? Oh, I need sunny weather too, or daytime. You can only evolve it during the daytime. All right. So that's number 10, and let's go to number 9 on the list. Galarian Darmanitan with Ice Fang, Avalanche. Oh, before. The moveset you want on Tyrantrum is Rock Throw, Meteor Beam if you have one. I don't have one, I haven't powered it up, so. But for Darmanitan you want, like I said, Ice Fang, Avalanche. Now, this is a pure Ice type, so against Crunch, it's going to be neutral damage. Same thing with Thunder Punch, but it's going to be weak to Brick Break. I think, they always give the raid boss a move that's going to just cover, all its weaknesses. So Brick Break's going to hurt all the rocks and the ice types. So that's the unfortunate here. But yeah, Galarian Darmanitan is one of the best ice types. One will get the other form, I think Zen Mode, I think that's what it's called. And we'll see. Okay, now let's go to number 8 is Shadow Mewtwo. Now for this one, you want Cut and Ice Beam. I don't have one. I have Cut, Shadow Ball, Cut, Side Strike. Yeah, I don't think I have one with Ice Beam. But yeah, if you want to use it, Cut Ice Beam Mewtwo. It just spams Ice Beam. And once upon a time, it was actually the best. It's weird, but once upon a time, it was the best Ice type that wasn't stab. That's how good Shadow Mewtwo was with Cut and Ice Beam. But how will Mewtwo do against the moveset? It's going to be weak to Crunch, but it's going to resist the one of the few Pokemon in the top 10 who are actually going to resist Brick Break. So it's good there. And then Thunder Punch will be neutral. So Shadow Mewtwo is just solid. Solid Pokemon here at number 8. Now let's go to number 7 is Shadow Weavile, who's a dark ice type. Now you want Ice Shard, Avalanche. Let me give this thing Ice Shard. Oh. I'm probably not going to use this. There's better stuff. But yeah, Ice Shard, Avalanche. Now, it's going to be neutral against... Yeah, it's going to be neutral against Thunder Punch. But since it's a dark type, it's going to actually help it against Crunch here. So Shadow Weavile will resist Crunch, but it's going to be double weak to Brick Break. So kind of maybe that might... If it was a single weakness, it'd be okay. But it being double weak, 33% of the time you're going to get destroyed by Brick Break. So I probably wouldn't use Shadow Weavile. But it does hit hard as well. So that's number 7. Now let's go to number 6 is the Mega Glalie. Now Glalie DPS-wise probably wouldn't even make the top. Barely make. Maybe it'll get like 11th or something. But also you want Frost Breath, Avalanche. But the Mega Boost is just too good. I always talk about it in every video. That's why the top spots are almost always Megas, because it's just 30% boosting your teammates is just too good. But yeah, Mega Glalie is a pure ice type. It's like the only decent Mega Ice Pokemon we have, but since the pure ice kind of be the same thing as Galarian Darmanitan. Crunch will be neutral damage. Thunder Punch will be neutral, and it's going to be weak to Brick Break. But unlike Weavile, it's only a single weakness, so it's not terrible. Okay, so that's number 6. Now we get to the top 5. Number 5 is Rhyperior with Rockrucker. Where's my boy Rhyperior? Here it is. You want Smackdown Rockrucker, not Mudslap. Let me get this thing. Smackdown. Yeah. Now, Rockrucker is a Community Day move, so you either, if you have it, or you're going to have to use an Elite Charge TM. I wouldn't use it, though, because we might get the Shadow Rhyhorn soon, hopefully. And that thing's going to be amazing, so let's wait and see when we get that. But yeah, Smackdown Rockrucker on Rhyperior. It's a ground rock type, so how will that help it? Will the ground typing help it? Well, against Thunder Punch, it will. It's going to double resist Thunder Punch. So, yeah, if you're going against Thunder Punch, this is probably the best Pokemon to use. But then Crunch will be neutral, but it's a rock, so it's going to be single weak to to Brick Break. But Rhyperior, like I said, is really good. Really good. It's probably one of the tankiest Pokemon you can use against Incarnate Form Thundurus. Now we'll go to number 4 on the list, which is Rampardos with Smackdown Rockslide. Now this is a pure rock typing, so it doesn't have that ground advantage that Rhyperior has. But it's going to be neutral damage against Crunch. It's going to be neutral damage against Thunder Punch, but it's going to be single weak to Brick Break, just like all the rock and ice types. Alright, so that's number 4. I gave Rampardos a slight edge over Rhyperior just because DPS, it just does more damage. But it's close. It was close. Same thing with number 3. These 3 were all like just, you could go either way. But I gave Shadow T-Tar the slight edge. It's basically a little, it's like, it was a little tankier than Rhyperior. Not tankier than Rhyperior, like, it was a little glassier than Rhyperior, but tankier than Rampardos. But then the DPS was like right in the middle, so that's why I gave it this the slight edge over Rampardos and Rhyperior. You want Smackdown Stone Edge, not Bite Crunch. Yeah, Smackdown Stone Edge. And it's a Rock Dark type, so it's going to give you double weak to Brick Break, but it's going to resist Crunch, and then Thunder Punch will be neutral damage. Like I said, these 3 you could go either way. Some might prefer Rhyperior, but the issue with T-Tar is the double weakness to Brick Break. But against the other 2 moves, it does really well. It just hits harder than Smackdown Rockrucker Rhyperior. Like if we had a Shadow Rhyperior, that thing would probably be, heck, I might even put it number 1 if we had a Shadow Rhyperior. It's getting held back like that. Now a Shadow Rampardos would be too glassy. It's already glass. It basically feels like a Shadow already. So if you give it a Shadow version, it's gonna hit very hard, but it's not gonna last long enough in the battle. Anyway, okay, so that's Shadow T-Tar number 3. Now I was surprised this one made it all the way to number 2, but it is Shadow Mamo Swine. It's a ground ice type. You want Powder Snow Avalanche on your Shadow Mamo. It hits really hard. And Thunder, I think the reason it jumped all the way up here is because the double resistance to Thunder Punch. It's Incarnate Form Thundurus' hardest hitting move because, you know, it's a stab, same type, attack bonus. So yeah, Thunder Punch is going to be double resisted. Crunch will be neutral, and you're going to be single weak to Brick Break, just like everything else. But the good news is it's not a stab move, Brick Break. So that's what kind of, it's fine. If it was a stab move, then it would hurt a lot more. But anyway, yeah, Shadow Mamo, number 2 on the list. Now let's go to number 1. Probably no surprise here. Well, Omega takes the top spot. They usually do. And, oh, no, I can't power this up yet. Yeah, Mega Aerodactyl with Rock Throw, Rock Slide. Now, does the Rock and Flying typing help it? Let's see. Actually, it hurts and helps it. So, against Brick Break, it's now a neutral damage move thanks to the Flying type. Crunch is also neutral. But then the Thunder Punch is going to be single weak. So that, it helps it against Brick Break, but then it hurts it against, well, Thunder Punch would have been neutral anyway. So it's kind of like give or take, but it's fine. The 30% boost is just too good. I need to get this thing to level 50 soon. But yeah, you're going to see a lot of Mega Arrows. It's funny because we were just using Arrow against Incarnate Form Tornadus, and now we're using it against Incarnate Form Thundurus as well. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and luckily, I don't think too many people are excited about raiding Thundurus, but it's only here for 1 week. That's the good news. Anyways, I'll see all of you next time. Bye.